right, we are monitoring a situation across states where there is a lockdown. The lockdown is being observed. This is day 3, and we have TVC senior anchor Mike Okwoche joining me from Oshodi. Mike, I can see some security personnel right behind you moving around, and a few cars as well. Talk to us. What's the situation where you are?
Well, Oshodi, where I am right now, is regarded as the busiest bus terminal in West Africa. Sometimes there are almost about 1 million vehicles here on a daily basis. The security agencies here have been very busy through the night and until this morning. Right behind me, you will see a roadblock. The police officers and the military officers are also here, preventing vehicles from moving back here and back and forth. Now, some commercial buses have been impounded here. Before I came here, they told me, the security agencies told me, obviously they wouldn't speak on camera now because they say they are not authorized to do so. But for private vehicles, they have the cost to turn some back. And then for those who don't have what it takes when it comes to the necessary pass and the identification, they don't let them go ahead. Only those who have identification, only those who have the cost or who fall under those providing essential services are allowed to move here and there. But Oshodi will always remain Oshodi, because if I have to pan round, so you can get to see people standing by here and there. It remains a busy place. People are just standing by. And I had a cause to ask someone, what are you standing here? What are you doing? And where are you going? Where are you coming from? But he said there is nowhere else to go. And I wonder, but that is just a story of a lot of people who are here who say they don't have a place to go, but they have to wait here, being patient to see what can come out, or so they can eat anything they have to eat. So that's the situation in Oshodi right now.
All right, Mike, did you speak with the security personnel to understand how challenging it was for them to coordinate or to ensure that people observe this lockdown order? How challenging it has been for them to coordinate things, basically?
Well, it is really challenging because in Lagos, in fact, at times of election, Oshodi has a very different character. The police security agencies or INEC officials, even at times of election, will tell you that Oshodi falls under what they call the flashpoint area, even during election. It is not different. I came in here this morning, and the security agencies were telling me to be careful because of the hoodlums around here. Sometimes they like to foment trouble and all of that. So they find that the balance between ensuring that the hoodlums don't harass anybody and they don't break into any shops, and also maintaining the order by the president for people to sit at home. So it's more challenging around here from what they told me earlier.
All right, Mike, we'll leave it at this point now, but definitely get back to you for more updates as you move around Lagos. All right, we're still monitoring the level of compliance across the state, and we move back now to TVC News senior correspondent Mike Okwoche, who is monitoring the level of compliance here in Lagos. He joins me now. Mike, talk to us. What is the level of compliance? I can see some persons moving around the roads there, even though scantily, and even some vehicles as well.
Yes, the point is the road here, Lagos-Ibadan Express Road, getting into Third Mainland Bridge. Where I'm standing right now is the entrance to Third Mainland Bridge, and it's really a busy place on a normal morning where there's a lot of traffic going to Victoria Island, going to Ikoyi, and going to Lekki area. And you can see right behind me is the road backwards, that way it goes back into Lagos area. And I'm going to pan a little bit so you get to see the road going to, right, that's the beginning of Third Mainland Bridge going to Victoria Island. You can see how scanty the road is. But the point there is there are a few vehicles that certainly have, they fall, or those who are driving them or those whom they are conveying have those providing essential services here and there. Now, if I also pan back to where I was earlier before, you see a roadblock by security agents there. You can see right behind me. They have been working all night and all, until up until now to ensure that people who are going back and forth comply with the directive. Now, some vehicles have been impounded earlier. Some persons have been turned back. But however, I have someone with me here. I have Mike with me here who will talk to us basically how he feels about this whole lockdown. Mike, can you come over? Good morning. Now, can you talk to us? How are you coping with this order to stay at home?
It has not been very easy with us, frankly, because most of us that usually go to work, it has bring us down demoralized morally, physically, socially. Because when you go to work, at least you feel relaxed and you know that you are at home. But when you are at home, you spend more than when you are in the office.
Yeah, but do you know that this order is for everyone's safety?
Yes, I know it is for everyone's safety. You know, as in Nigeria, before you make a step, at least you provide a major for each and every one of us. Some that are not working, at least you provide like basic amenities like finances. Some of them that have 8, 9, 10 children, how do they cope? And some of them that have 4 children, how do they cope in this kind of situation?
Okay. But let me ask, the point there is you need to be alive first before you think of how to eat and how to cope and all of that, isn't it?
Yeah, we need to be alive, but physically, but what if you don't have money? How do you be able to cope in this kind of aspect? Because you need money to sustain you alive. Because in everything that we do, we use money. Because we can't say, okay, let me be alive when you don't have money.
All right. How much do you know about COVID-19?
COVID-19 is a very serious disease and a very deadly disease that if you look at it at the last 24 hours when I used to watch all this, and more than 800 people has died in Italy and in all other parts of the country because it's a very serious disease. You need to stay.
Do you have a hand sanitizer?
Yeah, I have it at home. I usually wash my
hands. But you're not carrying it around?
No, I don't carry it around.
Why not?
No. But once I reach office, I usually use the one in the office so that to prevent.
But you're supposed to have one in your bag because everywhere you're going, you could touch anything. You could touch, mistakenly touch people.
Yeah, I know. I know it is for my own safety, but I know maybe because of in a hurry that I cannot be able to put it inside my hand. But next time when I'm going out, I believe I will be able to put it in my hand, in my bag so that I can.
All right. So you told me that you are stranded here where you are because you were supposed to go somewhere. So are you going to turn back now and go back home?
Yeah, I'm going to turn back.
Because there's no transport?
Not that there's no transport, but there's no vehicle that can convey me down to where I'm going to.
All right. Well, Mike is here, just spoke to me about how he feels. There are so many other people who are around here who feel the same way, who are stranded. They want to go to wherever they want to go to. Like I spoke to a woman down there before I came up here. She said she's going to Ijebu-Ode because they want to leave Lagos and go and continue with their farming so they can survive with their families. That is what they told me. But the point there is basically there is a great level of compliance to the order to stay at home. With the level of the number of cars on the road, you can see how the roads are deserted at this time.
Mike, interesting conversation you had with Mike there, but we'll definitely get back to you for updates as you move around Lagos. You're watching TVC Breakfast. It's time to take a look at stories making the headlines in Nigerian newspapers. We have in the studio our in-house analyst, Obani Akinwale. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast. All right, let's head straight to the papers now, and I begin with the Daily Times. We have tested over 2,000 persons for COVID-19, the federal government, as NCDC records 23 new cases, raising confirmed cases to 174. And to the front page of the News Direct, coronavirus, federal government commences 20,000 naira relief fund to poor households. To the blueprint now, as COVID-19 cases hit 174, Buhari okayed 70,000 tons of grains as palliatives, orders food markets to open 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We've worked on 70% contacts tracing. NCDC. Ekiti convicts 2 Egyptians, 12 others for violation. 12 Ivorians returnees test positive in Oshodi. And all right, we have to cut the short now because we have our colleague Michael Kwache standing by somewhere on the island at the TBS, a major point in Lagos. He will be bringing us up to speed. Mike, the TBS is empty, shocking and surprising.
Well, the point there is TBS is a they call it Tafawa Balewa Square. It's a very, very significant place in Lagos, in fact, for Nigeria. Now, this is where the Union Jack was lowered on the 1st of October 1960 when Nigeria got her independence. And the edifice here is a magnificent edifice. And just right in front of it, there's a bus terminal here, a major bus terminal on the island. You can see behind me is a bus. I have to pan this way so you can see how massive the place is. The whole place on a normal day used to be very, very busy. Busy on a normal day, very busy, with buses going and coming from all parts of Lagos. But this morning, you can see everywhere is totally on lockdown because of the compliance to the order. But I have Tony here with me to speak with me. He's one of the security agents here who keeps an eye on this. Tony, good morning. It's good to have you join me.
Good morning.
Now, how are you coping with the order to stay at home?
And then, as the government says, you stay at home, and like what government says because of our health. There's some saying they don't like what government do. Me, I like what government do because of our health. We have to government's our boss. There's our Oga. We have to listen to them. Anything they ask us to do, we have to do it.
Okay.
So I like what government. I like Mr. President what he asks us to do. So we should keep her. And I like Mr. Sanwo-Olu what he asks us to do. So stay at our own.
Okay.
Because of our health.
All right. Now, the reason for all of this in the first place is the COVID-19 coronavirus.
Yes.
How much of it do you know? I can see you have hand gloves on.
Yes. Well, we have in Nigeria, we have like 100 plus more than 100 that we have. But in our Lagos Island, I didn't ask anybody. They treat anybody that has the disease
or the virus.
Or the virus. But I didn't hear in our Lagos Island here. But another state, another way.
Yaba has an isolation center. That is where most of them are. And we have at Onikon Stadium here.
Yes.
Exactly.
The people then bring them from another place come to Onikon Stadium.
Okay.
Then our Lagos Island here, I didn't hear that another one person had the coronavirus and that kind of thing like that. I didn't hear.
So in that case, you are comfortable with the order of government for the safety of all Nigerians?
Yes. I'm still with government,
Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you very much. Tony spoke to me. He's one of the security agents here, keeping an eye on everything going on here. And as you can see, I spoke to some security agents earlier, and they told me they are all ready to comply and ensure that this compliance is on for the period of time the government has given its order. So that is what the situation is right here at the terminal of Tafawa Balewa Square.
All right, thank you, Mike, for bringing us details there.